Warning, the following video has not been approved by the Comic Code Authority and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, welcome back to the episode of The Comic Assassin. Happy new comic book day, everybody. Hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. So yeah, today's going to be starting to show you something from a little bit of a new chapter in my life. I'm going to show you the books I picked up today from my LCS, as well as talk about Whatnot. So I would say during the middle half of 2022, I heard about this app called Whatnot, and I said, well, you know what, why not give it a shot to see what's on there? Well, I caught the bug, alright? I caught the bug. I found myself on Whatnot a little bit more than I probably should have. I bought a lot of stuff to show you guys, and it's been a pretty crazy experience. I've enjoyed it. It's fun. It's dangerous if you're tipsy bidding. I will tell you that. All right, it is not the app if you're taking a few drinks and it's so easy to touch a button. I can't tell you how many times I touched a button to make a bid. I was like, well, why did I do that? And luckily, usually I was outbid, but you never know. So yeah, don't recommend that. But it's been fun. It's not without drama. There's been a lot of drama circling Whatnot, especially as of late. And I would say, I'm not going to get into that, but go check out Bronze Age Nerd, Keep It Thorough if you want to learn about any of that kind of stuff. It is pretty interesting because there are some shady-er practices that are going on. Some other stuff, but to each their own. But I've enjoyed it. I've had some good experiences with a lot of sellers, but now I actually get to open up what I bought. So, but before we get into that, what came out this week that I picked up? Of course, you know me, I can't go to the LCS without jumping in some dollar bins. So I got this Punisher the Prize. Sorry for the glare, the light's terrible today. But yeah, it's like a little, little trade back book. If you judge by the cover, I'm not expecting much, but for $1, hopefully it's a decent read. Also got Venom. This is Venom number 3. Yeah, anytime I see Venom in a dollar bin, all day long, picking it up. And this one I picked up, this is actually one of the very first comics I ever owned as a kid. I saw it and I was like, it's in much better condition than the one that I have that survived all these decades. But here we go. Marvel presents Colossus number 15. This was the very first book I read with Colossus in it. And I always remember looking at the background. I love the back cover. Marvel Girl versus the Phoenix, Red Wolf, Black Panther. It was nostalgia. But yeah. And there's some other dollar books that I'll show in the future that really, they mean nothing to me, but I had them as a kid. I read them. They're beat up. They're well used, and the dollar bins provide me, and I'm sure many of you, an opportunity to get these books back in much better condition. So yeah, I'm pleased I found that one. So the first 2 books, they didn't come out this week, but I picked them up because I was like, why not? Why not? This is Blue Beetle, Graduation Day number 2. Now this is the very first appearance of the Yellow Beetle. There is some hype behind this because apparently the Yellow Beetle's already been casted. So we'll see what happens with that. But they had so many of these in my LCS. I was like, why not pick it up? Might as well pick it up now instead of having to spend $15-20 down the road. This is another one that I didn't pick up originally, but they had enough copies of them. Higher price tag, $9.99 price tag on this one, and this is the Book of Slaughter. But it's also gotten some hype. It's doing good on the secondary market. Once again, I don't sell, but, if I'm going to buy, I want to buy it at, cover price rather than more. So, there you go. So, what came out this week? I got Moon Knight number 19. I still need to catch up on this one. I really do. I need to catch up on this one. They also did some homage variants this week. Moon Knight was one of them. I wasn't that much of a fan. So, there you go. But this one is an homage variant. And I dug it. I picked it up. That's Ghost Rider number 10. I just, classic cover. Good homage. I like it. And apparently, I don't know if it's true, but according to Key Collector, it's possible Weapon X and Hellfire or something like that bind or something. We'll see. Amazing Spider-Man number 17. Now, I picked this variant just because this is the first team appearance of the Insidious Six, which is basically the demonic form of Sinister Six. So I figured, why not go with the one that actually has some sketches of them on the cover. So it's also the first appearance of, what is it? Rec Rap, which is Parker spelled backwards. So we'll see what happens there. They're doing all these first appearances, and I hate to miss out on them. But this is probably one of the bigger books this week for most people, and this is the Miles Morales Spider-Man number 2. I also went with the homage variant. If you know, you know. But it's also a double whammy, because not only is it an awesome homage, it's also the first full appearance of Rabble. So a new female character. I believe she did appear in number 1, but she was unsuited. They're saying this is the first appearance. I don't know if it's because she's in costume or what. We'll let that play out how it will. But I'm also excited about this one. This one I was glad my comic book shop had, and that is Nemesis Reloaded. That's a new series from Mark Millar, Jorge Jimenez, and I went with that cover. I believe this is cover C, but when I saw it on Midtown, I was like, that's the one I want, and they had it, and so there you go. That's what I picked up. But down below, let me know what you guys picked up. There's stuff out there that you think I should be reading. I'm down to check it out. Oh, speaking of reading, one second. Yes. All right, you made me run. Speaking of reading, what I picked up last week, I showed you guys this book, Mosley, number 1. Awesome book. Scary awesome. It's scary awesome because it's like, this might actually happen down the road with human civilization, with all the AI stuff that's coming out and everything else. I really enjoyed this book. You can probably still get it. And if you can, it's definitely worth the read. So there you go. Alright, but if you came to this video and you're new to the channel, you probably came here because of what the title was, and that is about Whatnot. So once again, got to download the app, started to get on there, and the very first person I come across was Unknown Comics. Now, I've heard of Unknown Comics, but then again, I've never really dealt with them at all. And they were doing these mystery boxes. Little on the pricier side, but I was like, hey, I'm new. Let's go big or go home. The boxes were $85, right? And I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. I was like, why not? Why not on Whatnot, right? So, let's see what I got. It's a mystery box, but they do open up live and show me what I got. I remember what I got, and I did go back through and I looked, at least I think I remember what I got. Alright, and I kind of checked the prices to see if it was worth it or not, right? Because $85 is no chump change, right? It might be to some people, but it ain't for me. Alright, I did go ahead and at least opened up the package because it was well packaged. Came in a big box, packing peanuts. It was also wrapped around, had a lot of bubble wrap, but here we go. Here's the final product. Was very well wrapped. Now, the one thing that kind of gets you, and this is what someone pointed out that might be a little shady, is that sometimes with these mystery boxes, they will put, this is the floor, this is how much this is worth. The minimum amount that these boxes are worth, these are the average, this is the ceiling. Those prices are subjective, right? So, in this case, like the ceiling was like $500. I was like, why not spend $85 if I can get some decent books and there's a chance of winning some really awesome stuff, right? But once again, I'm not getting all that. I just want to show you some of my first grabs from Whatnot. All right, now this is the one that I really did remember. So here we go. We also got one in a top loader. So, all right. But Venom, Lethal Protector number 1. This is not only the Tyler Kirkham variant, it's also signed, has a COA. Now, I don't know, and I forgot that this one was actually signed, so that's cool. Tyler Kirkham signed. I know this book alone is probably about a $15, $20 book. Signed, I don't know, but it's somewhere around that range. All right. Next step, and so, all right, you know me. If you've been following my channel for any little bit, you know I don't do exclusives. I'm not big in the variant game or the ratios and stuff like that. And I like the virgin covers, I really do, but what makes me mad is then sometimes I don't know what book I'm looking at. So now I actually have to open this up and look at it. All right? So it's either Thor or Hulk, one of the two, right? So let's see. Hulk. Yeah, so this is Hulk number 8. It is an Unknown Comic exclusive. So cool looking cover. I don't know the price on this one off the top of my head, but I'm assuming I'm gonna say just $10. All right. So there you go. All right, next one up. Now this one I at least know which book it is. At least you would hope, and that is Poison Ivy. All right. I don't remember what issue it is to have to open up to see, but I know once again this book is easily a $15 book. All right, and that is based off current eBay sellings. Oh, okay. So it's definitely Mary Jane. I believe this is another Spider-Man book. Once again, I'm not sure what issue it is, but I would say at least $10, $15 based off of what I've seen from these Unknown Comic variants. Now this one, ooh, I forgot about this one. All right, not this one. I mean, remember this one? It's the other one I forgot, and that is the big book. Spider-Man Gwenverse number 5. This is the trade dress. Once again, this one is easily a $15 book. So already we're looking at, let's just say we're saying $10 a book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's at least 50. Add the ones I know that are 15 and up. We're talking about $60-something dollars. We're already almost making back our money, right? But this one's it. This one is what made it worth it money-wise. And that is Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse number 3, the Peach Momoko variant. All right, and this one, I actually saw the other day. It sold for like $70, but I started looking at it more, and this is a $70 to $90 book right here. So this book alone is almost worth the package. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty dope. Now, once again, would I do it again? Maybe not. And it's not because the books aren't fire. It's not because of customer service. I'm just not an exclusive variant type of guy. That's, to me, it's what's in between the pages what really matters. But being a Marvel collector, taking a chance on a blind box and getting mostly all Marvel, the Poison Ivy is fire. That's a fire cover, right? And knowing that the value is there, it was worth it. So I'm glad I did it. Just, but once again, if I was a reseller, all day long, but I don't resell my books. But I at least like to know that my value is there, and right now it currently still is. So we'll see what happens. So that's Unknown Comics. Now this next one is it's a mystery box. I don't know what I have. It's from Captain Comics. And so basically they did have this big fundraiser for veterans. And so they had dozens of sellers on there. And so each seller would get like a 5-minute spot, 10-minute spot, and back to back to back to back. And to me, it's just for a good cause, right? And obviously, it was going on for much longer than I was willing to stay on, whatnot. But one of the second or third sellers was Captain Comics, and he was doing these mystery boxes for $15. I want to say it was 3 books for $15. Once again, he did put out that floor, average ceiling type thing, or at least the floor. Like I said, I already opened it up just for time. He did give me a nice note, which always appreciated. That's good customer service. I also very much enjoyed, since it was veterans, he used the American flag tape on it. So let's see what Captain Comics sent me. All right. So once again, $15. You know me, I love some mystery boxes. It's just the thrill of the hunt. Sometimes they're a waste of money. I'm gonna probably pull back on the mystery boxes a little bit, especially because I got another mystery box up there that I spent a good chunk of change on that I'm going to show y'all later on in another video that I have a feeling I'm going to have a lot of dollar books in. But alright, so here's a 3+ and added one. Awesome. So I got a free, he added a free book in there. Awesome. Thank you, Captain Comics. And that is Steve Rogers' Captain America 454. He put a little sticker. This is a Veterans Day freebie. So yeah, I dig that. I dig that. That's what they call gravy. Just gravy. Gravy, gravy. Okay. Oh. Well, this one has a price tag on it. That doesn't mean that's what it's still worth. Oh. Was there supposed to be 5 comics? I thought it was 3. All right. Well, I got 5 comics. This is Runaways, number 10. Pretty cool. I have not read any of the Runaways, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know that's Logan in the background. Yeah, that's a pretty cool cover. So I'll check that out. Once again, Captain America. This is number 2. Dig it. Already have this one, but hey, I don't mind doubles of these because whenever I get doubles of these, those go in my kids' boxes. All right, so I have boxes for my kids. They're not allowed to touch. They're not allowed to touch because they will ruin them. But Venom number 16. This is just an awesome cover. You got Eddie and Dylan sitting there eating. You got the symbiote in the milkshake jar. You got Rhino about to bust through the window. I love this cover. So there you go. So yeah, first off, I'm digging that it's mostly all Marvel, but we do have a DC, and this one does have a price tag on. I'll have to look into it, but if you know, let me know down in the comments if there's something about this book. I'm assuming it's probably some type of variant or ratio. But this is Batman Superman number 1. It's a pretty dope looking cover though, man. It's pretty. Batman looks evil. You got Superman looking evil, and Wonder Woman in the middle, just looking like a dominatrix. I don't know, man. So that is cool. So I am pleased with my $15 mystery purchase and knowing that it went to support veterans all day long. They also did one for St. Jude's as well. So that's the one thing I like about some of the stuff that goes on and whatnot. There is somewhat of a community. They like to get together. They like to do some fundraising. Hopefully those funds are going where they're supposed to be. As a seller, all you can do is you put your faith in them and find out. But yeah, Captain Comics. I haven't dealt with him anymore, but I will. I would definitely check him out more. He seemed like a stand-up guy. He certainly, I think, did well on a $15 mystery box. That's for sure. So I'll definitely be checking out Captain Comics again. Alright, so this next one is from 3 Keys Comics. Now, I know which books are in here as well, and I'll talk a little bit more about my experience with 3 Keys Comics. Very well packaged, Gemini mailer, all taped up. Here you go. 3 Key Comics, alright? So, once again, everything's real secure. It's going to take me a minute. I try to do some of this ahead of time to kind of limit the time. What, is that a backing board? No, okay. This one still has it. Yes, my name on Whatnot is Comic Assassin. Alright. I'm original like that. This first one, this is a book that I've always wanted. But I didn't pay much on it. Most of these books I only spent like $3 a piece on. But it was for a reason. And the first one is Sensational Spider-Man number 0. This is the one that has that hologram on it. I don't know if the hologram's gonna... It works for me. Don't know if it's gonna work for the camera or not. But there you go, number 0. This is one of the little special books back in the day that I just never owned, wanted to have. It's a giant size special. But yeah. So there you go. I think I spent, not too much on this one. It was less than $10. I remember that. I didn't go overboard. But these ones, these are fillers. All right, and I found his. That's the one thing that's weird about whatnot. Because if you're very specific about what you want, it might be hard for you to obtain those books, right? Versus eBay, you can go and you type in what book it is, what issue it is, buy it now, know there's an auction going on, blah blah blah. Whatnot, for the most part, it's kind of blind, right? Whatever they put up, they put up. What I liked about Three Keys Comics is that in the auction thing, he listed off every single book that he was going to do. And not only that, he was like, hey, make me offers. If you see something in there, you want me to bundle up something, let me know. And that's why I did. I looked through my list of what ASM books do I need? Hey, can you do this, this, and this? Even though they were like books that were way down towards the end of the thing, he was like, yeah, man, I got you. So I got really good deals on these books. I don't know if they're in any particular order, but we'll just go with it. Amazing Spider-Man 364. Boom. I'm almost done with the 300s. All right, there's only a handful of ones I need. 540. This one does have some rubbage on the spine, but that's hard for these black covers. You probably can't tell, but it's got definitely some rubbage there. But other than that, decent book. So this is 540. Since we're doing that, I got 540, 541, and 542. All right, got those. And some other ones that were in the 300 range. Once again, and this is, do I want to tell them myself? I probably do. So I have a list for all my ASM books. And once again, like I said, with ASM, it's like, I think I have it. This is another case where I actually did have it. I just didn't mark it off my list. And that's Amazing Spider-Man 382. Awesome Hulk Spidey cover there. That one. Then I got 397. This is not in order. And also 394. And this has some of that good old foil goodness to it. So, like I said, for all those books, I may have paid $3 each plus shipping and handling. So, checking back in on my ASM run, I showed you 3 last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I've showed you 10 out of my goal of 30 that I got last year. And trust me, I got some other ones. All right. So, there you go. Like I said, I'm not going to get into some of the drama about whatnot. I've liked it. Use it responsibly. Be mindful. There are some great sellers on there, and there's some ones that I will not do business with. And that's just for personal reasons, but you do what you do. But yeah, let me know what you think about some of these pickups. Let me know what books y'all picked up this week. And with that being said, man, y'all just have a blessed week. All right? Have a blessed week. Stay safe. Give your families hugs and kisses. All right? All right. With that being said, y'all, peace out. I'll see y'all later. Peace.